Episode 15.
Damn.
Everyone usually quits by 13.
Seems
and we're
like
at 15.
just last episode it was 14. It's
I don't
crazy.
even remember what the fuck we talked about on the last episodes.
Mike was drinking.
No, I didn't remember that one, but all our first ones already 15.
That's crazy.
Damn, that's good.
That is good. Dude, you know what's trippy? Looking up at the moon when it's like a full moon and it's just so bright. So that's the sun shining off the moon, right?
Dude, I'm not an
How
astrologist.
crazy is that, though? If you, like, look up at it and it's just bright, and it's like, wait, why is that glowing? I think it is because the sun's glowing, but still, it's just so weird.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
It was so
it's
trippy.
pretty cool.
Danny and I were sitting out of my slingshot the other night, smoking a joint, looking up at it. It's just so, just your brain just.
It's nice when you do some plants or smoke some weed or do some mushrooms, things that you just ignore on an everyday basis. You look at and you're like, whoa, that is awesome. Especially trees, like trees on mushrooms, or just like
just anything living on, like, it's trippy. Bugs.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Flowers.
I need to quit saying like. Danny got on me about that.
Did she get on you?
And then I started seeing it. I'm like, God, just like that.
I didn't even know. I'm
like,
still don't know this.
I need to be fucking hooked every time I say like.
All right.
But surgery tomorrow, what time?
Still waiting on the phone call. They said we'll call you Wednesday to schedule a time. But so since after midnight, obviously no food, water, anything. Last time when I got my foot surgery,
You pooped your pants.
not poop, no, I'm sure. I had a little bit of water because my mouth was so dry in the morning. Like, and I drank some water and they said not to. And when I was under that, I puked and they had to vacuum it out of my lungs. So this time I'm not gonna have even a sip of water.
So you're not sure if they're gonna hang you upside down or not?
I did like that freaks me out, talking about hanging me upside down, and I don't know.
Man, it's so crazy. Like, cause I've had like 5 surgeries now, and it's weird. Every time they just put that gas mask on you, 5, 4, 3, and you're out. Boom.
Dude, it's so weird. I'm so thankful that you can do that.
Yeah, it was weird with my jaw. When they were doing the surgery and wiring it shut, I like started coming to, and the guy was like cussing at the workers.
No
He's like,
way.
yeah, just being pissed, like, what the fuck? No. And I remember waking up
Was
to
that
that.
a dream?
No, it was. I remember, and I said to the assistants or whatever, I said, was he mad? They're like, oh yeah, he was. He gets like that. I'm like, fuck, that's crazy. Like jerking around on my face and jaw.
Damn. I was just like, this is my second major surgery. Or not major, second like bigger surgery. And every time it gets closer, I'm just like so happy there's someone smart enough that can fix that.
Holy smokes.
Because, dude, this is so annoying. Just like any injury, but it's just like,
yeah.
Like now it's getting to the point, like I could roll, I could do a little jiu-jitsu, but it's going to hurt tonight if I do.
Yeah.
So it's like getting to the point where it's not even worth it. And I haven't worked out in like over probably a week or so, and it's fucking miserable.
Yeah.
And I haven't even got surgery. Oh,
dude,
it's gonna be gay.
50 years ago, I don't know how many years ago, but I'm guessing, what, 50, 60, we wouldn't be able to get surgery. Like, my jaw was misaligned, so I wouldn't have been able to eat or chew food ever
I feel like
again.
they could have 50 years ago.
50, oh man, wire my jaw shut? Maybe, but like even my biceps, tore both my biceps, and I wouldn't have strength in my biceps anymore, or my knees would have been blown out. Like, we're super, super lucky. And now, I was telling you earlier, like, your mom's in town, she's going to be able to help you. You got your dogs, you don't have kids, you don't have to like really worry about making the payment on your house or feeding your kids. Like, there's a lot to be thankful about.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's still gay. But you know you can decide what to focus on, you know?
Yeah, it's just there's so much you could do laying down. Just like, fuck, I'm going to be able to game a lot, I think. Somehow I'm going to have to figure that out. Read.
Oh man, dude, if you can really just pull yourself to just sit there and read, it's gonna be sweet, and I don't think you'll regret it.
I just need to. Just need to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not very good at just sitting down and reading. Like, I've never really been good at that. Every time I go to read, it's like kind of making myself, and I never regret it. I'm always like, I'm so glad I read. Like, I'm gonna listen to a lot of podcasts. I'm just gonna have to. It'll probably be good for me.
Yeah, I think it'll be good, and then once we come back, it'll just be so thankful. I always think about when people go to prison and stuff. Like, if I went to prison, I was stuck in a cell all day. If they gave me a stack of books and you could just read and read and read and read and
I'd build
read,
a
and then
fort.
maybe write.
No, yeah.
Like it'd be pretty good. But
Well, you watched that Making a Murder, right? The
Yeah.
first part. Have you started the second part?
we just did last night.
Danny and I told her, I'm like, I think we tried before. We didn't get into it. Everyone's talking about it. Let's just try it.
Uh-huh.
That dude went to prison for 18 years. We only watched the first episode, so
Yeah.
I don't know anything else. But I'm excited. Like, because we watched Maniac, 8 episodes of it, and both of us, like, would end up just like,
You watched 8 episodes of the first season?
yeah.
I was fired up, dude. I was cussing in my house. You need a free
Maniac.
Avery. Oh, Maniac.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said Making a Murder.
Yeah, no, but we watched 8 episodes of Maniac.
Oh, and it was all right. We finished it.
I'm like, I don't even want to finish it. I'm over it.
Yeah,
By
it was,
episode
it was
5, and I'm
it
like,
was
I'm
all
gonna
right.
tough it out because I think Danny likes it.
Yeah,
And I'm like, and she's like, nah.
but Making a Murderer,
I'm pumped. I'm excited to watch.
it's not bad. It's good.
I'm excited to see
I
it.
definitely.
But 18 years of prison and then he gets out. Could you imagine?
I can't imagine. And dude, there's
That's
guys,
fucked.
tons of guys that are in prison today that are innocent.
Or even just like in prison for weed.
Yeah. And it's
Some
crazy. She hired that lawyer. He hired
I don't
that
know.
girl lawyer. Oh, you don't know yet. That was the first episode of season 2.
Oh,
He hired the lawyer
season
who got
2. I'm on season 1.
of Making a Murderer.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're gonna be fired up. Call me, dude. We need to do something about Avery. You'll be sending him a fucking letter.
I'm gonna be a
guaranteed.
detective here for the next 4 months.
Yeah.
Investigator.
Sunday, like, it's so weird because I've been dealing with stupid ass injuries too. I got Benson kicked me in my elbow. There's shit floating around in my elbow now. If I touch it, it fucking swells up. So I kind of get bored and start beating myself up. But Sunday, I'm like, I'm not even gonna get on my phone. I'm not gonna do any social media. And like my mind was so at ease, and I wasn't like anxious or I wasn't beating myself up. Mariah was home, so that made it better. But it's crazy how nice it is taking a full day off that fucking phone. Have you ever done that?
I don't know, not a full day, but I do always notice a difference when I just set it down. I got like, it's my birthday today. I don't know if you guys knew. But,
Happy birthday,
oh,
dude.
thanks. I was waiting for that.
It's all about you
It's all
today.
about me. No, but birthdays are so weird to me. I don't know why. Like, I've always celebrated like birthdays and everything, and it was always fun. But now that I'm older, I'm like, birthdays are so weird.
Yeah, I never celebrated birthdays. I never celebrated Christmas. I never celebrated nothing.
Because you were Jehovah's. No,
Jehovah's Witness, yeah.
That's crazy.
Because we were always taught that like I don't know, those are pagan holidays. But I with Mariah and her family, like I love the holidays now. We get together, we eat
I
food.
think
It's all
Thanksgiving,
great.
Christmas is also, but birthdays. It's
It's your
weird, I don't know.
birthday. It's about you
I
this
don't know.
week,
my
bud.
mom and dad, my mom's like, we got to get you something. I'm like, Mom, I don't need anything. I'm good. You don't have to. But she's like, I have to. I'm like, you don't have to. She's like, no, I do. Me and Dad, we had no one exactly where to get you. So it's cool. They're going to get
They
me
should
something.
have
But
said,
like,
give me a coffee at Starbucks, a $5 coffee. No.
That's funny. But no, it's, I don't know. Pete's birthday today.
It's
But then I
Pete's
have
birthday?
Petrie's birthday. Well, it was like, it has to be somewhere like when we got him, his age had to
Yeah.
equal like to be somewhere around this. So it was fun being a dad having his birthday.
See, I think for the kids, that's going to be the funnest part, seeing the kids pumped. But like,
I was thinking about bringing Beetle and Miley over for Pete's birthday. A little 3-way for Pete.
I'll talk.
Let him.
Well, they can. But just like I was talking about the no social media, something in the Eckhart Tolle book, Stillness Speaks, I read this weekend. They said, boredom can teach you who you are and who you are not. You discover that a bored person is not who you are. Boredom is simply a conditioned energy movement within you. Neither are you an angry, sad, or fearful person. Boredom, anger, sadness, or fear are not yours, not personal. They are conditions of the human mind. They come and go. Nothing that comes and goes is you. I am bored. Who knows this? I am angry, sad, afraid. Who knows this? You are the knowing, not the condition that is known. The mind exists in a state of not enough, and so is always greedy for more. When you're identified with the mind, you get bored and restless very easily. Boredom means the mind is hungry for more stimulus, more food for thought, and its hunger is not being satisfied. When you feel bored, you can satisfy the mind's hunger by picking up a magazine, making a phone call, switching on the TV, surfing the web, going shopping, and this is not uncommon. Transferring the mental sense of lack and its need for more to the body and satisfy it briefly by ingesting more food. or you can stay bored and restless and observe what it feels like to be bored and restless. As you bring awareness to the feeling, there's suddenly some space and stillness around it, as it were. A little at first, but as the sense of inner space grows, the feeling of boredom will begin to diminish in intensity and significance.
Damn, that's fucking sweet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's so...
Because in this day and age, dude, kids don't even get bored anymore. They're not. Give them their iPad. They got their iPad. Yeah. Even back when we were younger, we'd still get bored and have to go outside and ride our bikes, throw a ball around. We didn't have an iPad.
Fuck, that's crazy. But even thinking about myself, like when I get home, like anybody's never just sitting there, really. There's just too much we can do to just distract our minds, whether it's surfing through Instagram.
Holy, so
just
like never just sitting there being bored. Just like you said though, you were just starting to hang out with your dogs. Just sit there and hang out with your dogs.
Dude, there's nothing better. Like when I was just laying on the bed with Petrie this morning, just like pretending it's his birthday, just looking at him how like
just his personality and shit.
Dogs are awesome. We cut around their face. Their hair was getting longer on their face. And we cut around, and Cush's eyeballs look so big. They're so fucking cute.
I was telling Sean, since his mom's here for a little bit, I told him he should get a new animal. An exotic animal.
I brought that. I want a monkey so bad. We just can't have them in Arizona. I swear once I move, I'm going to get one. That's probably why I'm going to officially move, to get a monkey. But I asked my mom. She thinks, like, because I had Petrie by myself. Remember, it was just, and without Cush. And Pete gets so jealous. And my mom doesn't think we should get another one, right? He's just so jealous of
Really? That's funny. One thing I was wanting to talk about, too, is, like, me and you are super lucky. We picked a occupation, being fighters, teaching jiu-jitsu, or we can talk about whatever we want, and we can put it on the internet. We can talk about literally whatever the fuck we want. We can cuss, I can smoke weed, and no one's going to spank me. No one's going to tell me no. And we're lucky to be able to do that because a lot of this like corporate jobs and people who work, they like one of my best friends can't even, I'm like, hey, dude, smoke, like I had bought him a joint for his birthday. I'm like, post it up on Insta and I'll give you this joint like with Keef and all this wax. And he's like, no way, my mom's on there. He's 28 years old, almost 30 years old, and weed's legal where he's from. I'm like, you're not going to post that on there because your mom is going to spank you?
That's funny.
I'm like, so we're lucky to be able to just talk.
Very lucky.
Say whatever we want. We can get tattoos.
Face tats.
I don't know. It's nice. It's nice. Not everyone gets that.
That's huge. That's just part about being free too. Is like we're not, like you said, we're not getting spankings from anyone, bosses, parents.
Yeah, it sucks, and especially like those 8-hour jobs. Like Mariah, she goes to work and she's such an efficient hard worker. She works at a marijuana grow. She's such an efficient hard worker. She gets her work done in 2 or 3 hours, and she needs to get 6-7 hours. So she has to sit there and pretend to be doing something when she's done. Everyone else isn't as efficient, so they take all day to do it. She gets it done like that. So now what does she got to do? Pretend to be working?
Damn.
Yeah, it's fucked crazy. Up. It's like kind of retarded. But that's the way it is. You got to get your hours in.
No.
How good were those organic bagels?
God, I remember we went through a phase with those a while back too, and then we stopped.
Yeah, because they're organic, but I'm like, I don't know how good they are. When I train hard though, like yesterday I lifted hard legs with Jarrett and Taquino. This morning I trained some pretty hard jiu-jitsu. When I train hard, I don't mind eating them, but they're fucking good. But that's the thing with organic shit. You can be eating organic and it's just as shitty for you as normal food. Like, oh, I'm drinking an organic Gatorade, and I looked at those organic Gatorades. They have like 50 grams of sugar in them. That's like over half a cup of sugar.
Damn.
That you're just chugging.
Dude, one thing about after my ankle surgery, or after my foot surgery, that sucks is like you lose all your muscles pretty much. Well, when you don't have, like, I don't have very much. So I'm going to lose all my muscle in my legs. Obviously not all, but that sucks. Like starting over, be like, all right, here we go.
Fuck. It does suck. That's the thing though. Like, we got to take your mindset that you have for jiu-jitsu and fighting and put it into recovery and physical therapy.
Yeah. 100%.
And just take it off fighting, like that whole mindset, and put it in
The thing is, like, that's so important about working out throughout the day is, like, it's a release of stress. And it's, like, a scientifically proven, like, the movement and that is, like, stress reducing. That's what sucks. Maybe get some dumbbells or something. Shake weight.
Yeah, holy smokes. It's going to be weird. I wonder what number podcast we're going to be at when you're having your first day back at jiu-jitsu.
Oh, I know.
And we're back
good.
training. And then
we're back.
And then we have your first fight back. We're booked. It'd be sweet if it was El Taco.
I don't think El Taco wants to smoke. I think he got lucky and he knows it. I would have dotted that.
He was
so
tough.
Easy.
Everyone's tough. Like, but yeah, it would have been bad.
Dude,
I think he would have been knocked out.
I think Andre could beat El Taco, and Andre literally didn't hit me. El Taco was screwed.
Yeah.
I think Andre's fighting soon.
I think he is too. So you watched that July 22nd movie on Netflix?
I did.
And you didn't like it.
And halfway through, so we watched, it took us 4 nights to finish it. Yeah. Or 3 or 4 nights. After the first night, I'm like, oh my God, I love this.
Yeah.
Because he was calling the lawyer, and the lawyer's like, he wants to talk to me. And then second night, I was like, it's because the long, it's like 2 hours, 20 minutes. Second night, I was like, oh, it's still decent. Just the second half of it, I didn't like as much. I didn't like where they were going with the story.
But for the people, July 22nd, it's a movie on Netflix. It's a real thing that happened. It was in 2011 in Norway, referred to in Norway as 22nd of July, the date of the events, were 2 sequential lone wolf terrorist attacks by Anders Breivik against the government, the civilized population summer camp. 77 people were killed. The first attack was a car bomb explosion. The executive government quarter of Norway. The bomb was placed in a van next to the tower block housing the office of Prime Minister. The explosion killed 8 people and injured at least 209 people. The second attack, he found out where all those people's kids were. And the second attack occurred less than 2 hours later at a summer camp on the island of Utøya. The camp was organized by the AUF, the youth division of the ruling Norwegian Labour Party. Dressed in a homemade police uniform and showing false identification, he took a ferry to the island where all the kids were and opened fire on the participants, killing 69 kids straight up with his fucking assault rifle and injuring at least 110, 55 seriously. The attack was the deadliest in Norway since World War II. Yeah, and it was a guy that was just racist, I think.
Politics.
Well, he was racist. They were letting in Muslims or letting people, another race, come into the country, and he freaked out about it.
Norway supposedly, I think, because I watched a YouTube documentary after, a 50-minute one, and that was way better than the actual show.
Oh, from that?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was on YouTube, and I guess Norway prided themselves on their government buildings not having to be like protected, and like, so he literally just drove up to it, parked the van, and left.
Man, dude.
Yeah. But think about, dude, that dude had to be pretty smart. He literally made those bombs, and think about, you have to get all of that ingredients. He made a fake business saying he was, God, what was it? Doing something to where he could order all these horrible chemicals to build the bomb. The government caught wind of him buying like a huge load of something, but never actually looked into it. So they could have stopped it right there. That YouTube, I think, is better than the Netflix series. I just typed in the same thing July 22nd. But the show was pretty graphic. I didn't think, well, not graphic, but I didn't think it was showing shoot the kids.
Man, just like that guy planning that, getting pumped up, like, all right, let's go fucking do it.
Who knows? He might have been like, I should.
And he thought he was being a hero. He thought he was being a hero for his
Did you see a real picture of him?
No.
Looks like you.
Jacked and fucking hot.
No, but you should pull up. I don't know if they can see it. He actually looks like your brother, and I was like, "Damn, that's crazy."
That's funny. Yeah, that's. I thought the show was pretty good, but like, same fucking like again.
Like.
But if I get high and watch something, I can get decently into it. But if I just watch something not high, I'm like thinking about jiu-jitsu, or I'm thinking about fighting. I'm thinking about shit I actually care about.
Fortnite? Oh yeah, I need to do that. What's it called?
Game share.
Because I didn't even look at my phone. Like, I seen you sent me that a while ago.
Yeah, I saw you didn't read it.
Yeah, What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I need a game chat duty. I haven't played it. I haven't played Call of Duty in like 4 days.
Just cause?
Yeah. I am having a subscriber tournament on Fortnite Sunday at 1:30 Arizona time. Whatever that is, you guys figure it out.
How many people can join the tournament?
Well, whoever's subscribed. So last time we had like, I don't know, my buddy Warlike, Nick, he ran it. He's running this one too. He lives in Canada, but so message him. Just come to my chat and we'll talk about it. But Fortnite tournaments are so fun. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play like after surgery. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fucking sit up. Like I'm not.
So you might just be able to watch it.
I might just have to watch it, but that's gonna be fun. Make sure you guys tune into that. Actually, just come and play in it because winner gets those tie-dye gloves. You can't buy those anywhere. I've literally been asked by thousands of people where to buy those gloves. You can't buy them right now.
Yeah,
you gotta win them. So
that'll be pimp. That'll be super pimp. Let's do a little bit of MMA news. They're talking about Demetrius Mighty Mouse being traded for Ben Askren.
It's a weird word, traded. So are they gonna just? So that's one champion working with the UFC in an agreement to trade. It's weird because they must both be on contracts and with each other.
Almost like an NFL trade, team trade.
But this is the first time in history that they've done that. And what else is? I forgot what to say.
I want to know what their plan is for Ben Askren. Like, are they trying to have him fight Habib or GSP?
It's weird because I looked up Ben Askren on social media and he has 20,000 followers, 22.
On Instagram?
Yeah. And I just feel he's not a star.
They want him.
I think he would still draw huge numbers if he were to fight in the UFC against Habib. But
you know how the UFC is with their promotion. If they want to push someone, they'll fucking push him.
Yeah, that is
and
true.
Ben Askren's undefeated.
Yeah, they'd probably they'll be able to push him. But how many? Does he have very many finishes? I don't know. I just heard. I've never really watched him fight, but people on my chat today were kind of calling him Ben the Blanket Asker and just lays on people.
He literally just rides people out, and people that are really tough, he makes them just look bad.
So he's just an excellent grappler, dude. You can be an excellent that high level of a grappler and be dominant.
It's crazy. I'm trying to find his MMA record right now.
Have you ever watched a fight like live?
I've watched him, but I've shut it off. It sucks, but he is good, dude. He just dominates people. He'll just take the shittiest shot. As soon as he grabs a hold of one of your legs or limbs, he finishes you.
Can he get?
He's 18-0.
18-0, damn. Versus Khabib, 27-0.
He has 5 submissions, 7 decisions.
I wonder, what if he beat Conor Khabib record for Khabib versus Ben? I don't think there's no way. There's no way they could do that.
No way.
No.
The promotion, he wouldn't talk enough shit. He's not as witty.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But Mighty Mouse going over to 1FC, that's pretty cool.
I wonder if they shut down the 25 division. I wonder if that division's bringing in enough money for them to keep trying to promote it. Because they don't draw numbers. I think, like, just being realistic and factual, they don't, right?
Well, no. Like, they don't. No one's pumped about him. Like, for the pay-per-views, I don't know what Demetrius Mighty Mouse's last pay-per-views were, but I think they were the lowest out of them all.
Well, they were on the co-main of TJ.
Well, when he's main evented.
When he's main event, yeah.
Yeah,
man, I like DJ. He's cool. I've gamed with him a few times.
That'd be crazy if they took out a 25 division before taking out a women's division.
Yeah. I feel like the women's division has more hype than the 25 division.
Well, 115. Who's the 115 champ? Yeah. Rose.
She's so cute.
You got Rose and maybe a couple other girls, but then who else?
Like Paige, but I don't really.
She's 25 now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I know. Isn't it crazy? We always talk about it like chicks. Chicks are fucking so hot, but a lot of times they're so hot because of the clothes they're wearing. If we just saw them naked, it wouldn't be like, oh, fuck, I wonder.
It's so true.
But you see girls that constantly wear sexy, different clothes. You're like,
fuck,
I want to see it.
I know. Don't look at me. It's like,
no, they want you to look at them, or they wouldn't wear it. But it's Sean Merriman. At long last, Sean Merriman is ready to start his combat sports journey.
Sean Merriman? Isn't that a football player?
He's the linebacker, right, for the Chargers?
Dude, I was just thinking, like, I played with this dude in Madden before. Sean Merriman. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, he's huge. I don't know how big he is, but he's real big. He's fighting in a...
is there a picture?
He's fighting in a bare-knuckle fight for his first fight. And they said
big.
It's a dramatic step for a rookie game, marching straight into battle with no gloves, no headgear. They're saying it was the most violent or the biggest. I'm like, I don't think bare-knuckle is. It's crazy, but like, but when you have gloves, dude, you can wrap a fucking cast on your hand.
Someone asked me that in my chat. They're like, would you be able to punch someone harder with bare fist or a glove? And I said a glove, 100%.
Oh my God.
Mentally, I couldn't throw a hard punch. I'm like,
people don't know how like UFC gloves, some lower level gloves too, they're rock solid. Yeah, there is zero really give. They're not to protect your face. They're not to protect nothing on you. No. They're protect your knuckles. So you can swing those things. Like, I have smaller hands, but with a wrap and a glove, I can swing my hands hard as I fucking want. If I didn't have wraps on, I could not swing them because as soon as I bounce them off the top of someone's head, my hand's gonna break.
I would, like, me and you both would be way more grapple oriented. Like,
oh, for sure.
If we had to fight with no gloves.
I
mean, I'd probably still throw a lot. I'd probably just throw way more kicks.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I wouldn't kicks be able to. You.
But
especially with gloves too, you get on someone's back. My little hands can slice under someone's neck and rear naked a lot of good people. The glove's a little different. It's hard to slice. Like I saw Rory McDonald do it. He sliced through, and to finish the rear naked choke, it's hard to finish right here because the person can peel this hand off and then they're defending the choke. But with no gloves, I can put my chin over that hand behind your head and finish it here. But with the gloves, it's hard to get behind there. But it was cool what Rory McDonald did. He just pulled his head back, sliced it in, put his head right there.
That's sweet.
It's pretty sweet, but it's hard. Sean Merriman, though, that'll be fun to watch him come back.
Didn't Joe Riggs just have a bare-knuckle fight?
I think so.
I think he said he lost.
He did. Did you see they're giving Habib $1 million out of his pay?
Yeah, I just saw
Who decided that?
The athletic commission. I have to go to Vegas November 9th and meet with them, like in front of them or something.
Like for the judge in a courtroom.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but it's so weird. Like literally, like knowing I didn't do anything and it's this big of a deal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like I read something that said John Jones's results was literally a pinch of salt in a pool. What? That's how much he tested for.
Dang, so those extra 10 caffeine pills they're testing could come back.
It's got to.
Jeff Novinsky's smart too. He wouldn't say, "Okay, test 10."
Yeah.
That's sweet. He's there to help you. Dude, he's not like, "Yep, got you."
Jeff's so cool. Such a good dude.
It's great. He's the head of USADA, right?
No, I think he works for the UFC. I think he's like a middleman but works with the UFC.
Ah. Michael Johnson versus Artem this weekend.
Oh, it's this weekend? Are we watching? Like I'd
watch, but probably not. I don't think we should do a fight night because there's so many commercials. But I think we should do the November 3rd card if you guys want. A lot of people want us to do the fight.
Let's ask. Well, yeah, you guys let us know if you want us to do both. If you, I don't know if
because
you guys probably want us to.
The fights on Fox, they take forever.
How many?
Unless we just did the main card.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Unless we just did the main card, yeah. Let's look upcoming. Right here. Ozdemir Smith, Anthony Smith and Ozdemir, Patrick Cummings, Misha Serkonov, Andre Sukumtov versus Jonathan Martinez. So Andre's fighting on that card. Gian Vellante, Ed Herman, Alex Garcia, Court McGee, Nordine Taleb, Sean Strickland. That's a good fight. Good 170 fight. And then T. Edwards versus Don Madge. And that's about it.
So
for
not
the people
very.
We know. Yeah, it's not. For our first one, I think we should do a big card.
Yeah, I'm down.
A big card. Okay. I want to do a quick book review. We haven't done one for a while.
Dude, I'm gonna pee real quick. You do that.
Go ahead. So this book is The War of Art. I forgot who. In the Tools of Titans, a lot of people mentioned it, but I had read it before I started reading Tools of Titans. But it's a really good book, and I think everyone should read it. And I'll read a couple pages right here. It talks about resistance and what holds you back from everything that you want to do. It's called resistance. Resistance, his all-encompassing term for what Freud called the death wish, that destructive force inside human nature that rises whenever we consider a tough, long-term course of action that might do for us or others something that's actually good. Sean says he's taking a pee. He's probably taking a fat dump. Nasty bitch. I have overcome resistance. What keeps us from sitting down is resistance for riders. He was talking about in that one. But most of us have two lives, the life we live and the unlived life within us. Between the two stands resistance. Resistance is the most toxic force on the planet. It is the root of more unhappiness than poverty, disease, and erectile dysfunction. Resistance, evil, for it prevents us from achieving the life that was intended for us. I remember, have you read a little bit of this? I'll just keep reading a little bit. Resistance is faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, harder to kick than crack cocaine. We're not alone if we've been mowed down by resistance. Resistance are talking about like if you wake up and you know you should meditate, but you don't. Or you wake up and you know you should go to the gym because you need to lose weight, and then you don't. What's stopping you is resistance. From age 24 to 32, resistance kicked my ass from East Coast to West and back. I looked everywhere for the enemy and failed to see it right in front of my face. Do we have to stare death in the face to make us stand up and confront resistance? How many of us have become drunks and drug addicts, developed tumors, neurosis, succumb painkillers, gossip, and compulsive cell phone use, simply because we don't do that thing that our hearts, our inner genius is calling us to? You think resistance isn't real? Resistance will bury you. That's just kind of like...
Damn. So true.
Everyone. That's everyone's biggest problem. It's what holds anyone back who's working, who, like, say they want to be an artist or they want to be something, and they're just like, no. That little voice in their head that's talking them out of it is resistance.
Damn.
And in other words, any act that rejects immediate gratification in favor of a long-term growth, health, or integrity. Resistance is the enemy within. Resistance will tell you anything to keep you from doing your work. Resistance is always lying and always full of shit. It is an engine of destruction, programmed from the factory with one object only, to prevent us from doing our work. Resistance will unfailingly point to true north, meaning that calling or action is most wants to stop us from doing. We can use this. We can use it as a compass. The more important a call or action is to our soul's evolution, the more resistance we will feel toward pursuing it. Resistance is universal. We're wrong if we think we're the only ones struggling with resistance. Everyone who has a body experiences resistance. Like if you get hurt and you don't go to physical therapy, like you'll let resistance win. Fear doesn't go away, which dictates that the battle must be fought anew every single day. We feed it with power by our fear of it. Master that fear and we conquer resistance. Let's read a couple more. The danger is the greatest when the finish line is in sight. At this point, resistance knows we're about to beat it. That's really good. That's really good. One more time. The danger is greatest when the finish line is in sight. At this point, resistance knows we're about to beat it. Resistance, by definition, is self-sabotage. Procrastination is the most common manifestation of resistance because it's the easiest to rationalize. I'm going to write my symphony. I'm just going to start tomorrow. Like always just like, well, I'm not going to work out today. I'll work out extra hard tomorrow.
I'll work out extra.
Like that's all constantly trying to like procrastinate. Resistance and procrastination. The most pernicious aspect of procrastination is that it can become a habit. We don't just put off our lives today. We put them off till our deathbed. Never forget this very moment we can change our lives. There never was a moment and never will be when we are without the power to alter our destiny. The second we can turn the tables on resistance. The second we can sit down and do our work. It goes without saying that this principle applies to drugs, shopping, masturbation, TV, gossip, alcohol, and the consumption of all products. These are all manifestations of resistance. We'll read a couple more.
Damn, that sounds like a good book.
It is fucking good. And I'm just reading little tiny pieces throughout it that I liked.
Fucking read the whole book.
TV commercials and pop materialist culture have been brainwashing us to do from the birth. A victim act is a form of passive aggression. He's not afraid of it. Okay, last two. Resistance and criticism. If you find yourself criticizing other people, you're probably doing it out of resistance. When we see others beginning to live their authentic selves, it drives us crazy if we have not lived out our own.
Damn.
That's good.
That's a lot of haters on Twitter.
Individuals who are realized in their own lives almost never criticize others. If they speak at all, it is to offer encouragement. Watch yourself. Of all the manifestations of resistance, most only harm ourselves. Criticism and cruelty harm others as well.
Damn, dude.
That's really
I
good.
Read that one.
It's an easy read too.
Yes.
Easy. I'll let you read it. Self-doubt can be an ally. This is because it serves as an indicator of aspiration. It reflects love of something we dream of doing and desire to do it. If you find yourself asking yourself and your friends, am I really a writer or am I really whatever? Am I really an artist? Chances are you are. The counterfeit innovator is wildly self-confident. The real one is scared to death. Last one, I swear. Resistance and fear. Are you paralyzed with fear? That's a good sign. Fear is good. Like self-doubt, fear is an indicator. Fear tells us what we have to do. Remember our rule of thumb. The more scared we are of a work or calling, the more sure we can be that we have to do it. Resistance is experienced as fear. The degree of fear equates to the strength of resistance. Therefore, the more fear we feel about a specific enterprise, the more certain we can be that the enterprise is important to us and to the growth of our soul. That's why we feel so much resistance. If it meant nothing to us, there'd be no resistance. Have you ever watched inside the actor's studio? The host, James Lipton, invariably asks his guests, what factors make you decide to take a particular role? The actor always answers, because I'm afraid of it. The professional tackles the project that will make him stretch. He takes on the assignment that will bear him into uncharted waters, compel him to explore unconscious parts of himself. Yeah, that's a good book. The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. Maybe I'll throw a link on the iTunes and Spotify. It's a good book, especially all you people that are like, hey, all the questions we always get. I'm not motivated. What should I do? Like, pick up this book and don't just pick it up and read it and let it fly over your head. Pick it up and apply some of the things and watch how shit changes. We'll go to some fan questions. I'm fucking thirsty.
Take a sip,
Here, I'm gonna
Jokes.
take it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Go ahead, read one.
I'll read.
In depth about it. No, I'm back.
All right. Obviously, okay, this one's from Zach. We'll just call you Zach. Obviously, Dillon Danis is world-class grappling. What's your thoughts on him in MMA? I believe he's 1-0, right, in Bellator? Is he 1-0 or 2-0? I think he's 1-0. I'm curious to see, I'm sure he has good coaches. I'm sure he's training hard to actually fight in MMA, so there's no reason he can't climb the ranks and be. I think he fights at what, 170. I'm curious to see. I think he's fighting soon. Is Dillon Danis 1-0 or 2-0? 1-0. I'm curious to see. I was saying he probably trains with good people. He has good coaches.
Well, he trains with Connor and them, so he probably doesn't train. He probably doesn't train with that many people. He trains with Connor's team. Like his last fight. The dude he fought, he'd fucking toe-holded the dude, and the dude didn't even try to escape.
Yeah, but he's such a good grappler. He's not gonna be able to. I think he's gonna do fine. If he keeps fighting dudes like that, I think he's gonna. Who knows? He could be great. I don't know.
Exactly. Whoever picks the fights for him, if they pick the right fights, anyone can be great.
And he's such a good grappler. It's like if he figures out how to utilize that for MMA, there's no reason he doesn't.
He's like pretty good. Like Kenya would beat him.
Seriously,
he was better than him. He
why?
doesn't want like many huge tournaments. Like I feel
Gordon
like
Ryan.
I'd fuck him up.
Damn. See, I've never really watched him grapple. Why does he have such a big name? Because he talks.
Dude, because he's with Connor, he talks, and he's a Marcelo Garcia black belt. So like, Marcelo one of the best.
Damn.
But I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. You pick his manager and his coaches pick the right fights. He will be good, just like Sean said. Can different atmospheres at events change the way you both fight? Whether it's your hometown, whether it's your...
I've never had a problem with that. I've had teammates lose fights right before I fought. I've had fought outside in a big show. I've fought in a small show. I've never felt different towards it.
Yeah, it's weird because sometimes the crowd cheering for you. I've fought in my hometown. I've fought in other people's hometowns. Fought in other. You get in that cage, and the only thing that's really different is the feel of the canvas. But it's just bright lights on the cage, and you see the other guy like across from you. The weirdest thing for me for a fight, as soon as I step in there, I'm like, whew, I'm naked right now. And I was sweating. I had all my clothes on. I feel like naked and kind of a little bit cold. But almost every time I've been super prepared to fight, and I've always looked at the guy like I'm about to knock this motherfucker out. Different atmospheres don't really affect me. Don't affect you. Sugar versus Cody Garbrandt. We talked about that when we just Sugar and I talked about it when we went to the last fights in LA, TJ versus Cody. Like,
they're little.
He sits there in the pocket. He throws good hooks. He covers distance pretty well when people are pulling back with their chin up. But on the feet, I think he'd knock him out cold.
I do too.
And the thing is, he gets emotional, and he'd get real emotional in that fight.
Oh, yeah,
we'd make sure of it, and he'd be swinging hard, be nice and tense, be swinging hard, and he's getting knocked out a lot. And for sure, Sean's gonna hit him. So I think Sean by KO. Tim, when we seen you fight, I'm always dealing with all these little injuries. They were trying to find me a fight on LFA here in Phoenix. They couldn't find anyone. But I'm trying not to stress about it too much. Like, I'm still 28. Like, I have a lot of years left of fighting. So I just want to heal up. When my body's ready to fight, I'm going to fight. When they find me some matches, I'm going to be ready to go. And I feel like I'm going to go on a good streak.
Fuck yeah.
You can only practice one martial art for the rest of your life. What do you pick?
We both probably pick jiu-jitsu. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. Jiu-jitsu, you can train and not be hurt and not beat yourself up. Like you can't do other ones. I love all the other martial arts, but if I had to pick one, yeah, jiu-jitsu in the gi too.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on microdosing mushrooms?
I mean, I don't know a ton about it. I did it for a solid week once, and I really enjoyed it. I just feel like it just brings you kind of to the present moment. Like when you microdose them, you don't really trip or anything. You just really, I feel like you feel really present. You're just more aware, which is cool.
Damn,
but
that's really cool.
Yeah.
I want to start getting into it more. I want to buy like 4 of the chocolates we buy and just cut them into corners and start doing it more. I definitely want to, because I haven't microdosed.
The thing about it, I feel like it's nice knowing what dose you're taking. Like I just like grinded mine up and then do like 0.2.
Yeah,
grams.
That's sweet. And then just blended them out.
I did. I don't know. I grinded it.
Oh, sweet.
And then I just put it in my coffee. But I haven't done that in a while. That was a while back. But also with this surgery, I was just thinking about, I want to cut out caffeine for like a solid, at least like a week. But I want to go longer. But I'm not going to need to be jacked.
Yeah.
And that's like the reason I take it. But there's almost nothing better than taking a sip of coffee and playing early morning stream.
Oh, I bet.
Early morning streams are nice.
Are they?
Oh yeah. And it's weird because it's everyone in the chat last night was telling me what time it was there, and like these dudes in New Zealand, there's the next day there. Like it's so weird. All the different time zones. One kid was up at 5:30 a.m. watching my stream. Kids are at school, at work. It's so funny.
Gaming's changing the game.
Time.
It's pretty cool. What's your at Kyler? Dang it, I haven't been reading all the people's at names. Sorry, guys. At Kyler Negron. What's your favorite part about being a fighter?
The lifestyle I get to live.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. The 100%. I don't know, the freedom. Like, there's a lot of bad things that come with it too, and I think that we have a question about that. But the good things, I don't know. I've just being the confidence it brings you, I think. And when you are walking into a store or walking in anywhere, being like, okay, it is your ego a little bit, but I'm safe with all these guys. Like, I could fuck all these guys up if I wanted. So the little bit of confidence it gives you is really nice. And like you said, the lifestyle is good for some people.
I like to feel free. And being a fighter, I feel free. you know, like I don't have to worry about what we talked about earlier. We can say whatever we want. We can pretty much do whatever we want. Like,
and it's cool being a fighter too, because it's like you're a real life Dragon Ball Z. Like you can train your ground, you can train your strength, you can train your boxing. All these little superpowers, you can train them as much as you want. So it's pretty cool. Will Sugar be in your corner for your next fight by Colin Wright? Yeah, for sure. I'll have you in my corner. Crouch, probably Taquino.
That's a good. That'd be
That'll be good.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
How do you guys deal with roadblocks being fighters?
I drive around them.
Is this a roadblock you're about to have with? You had a roadblock with your foot, and you have another back-to-back roadblock with your hip.
The thing about my foot was so much easier. It's like I just got off a big win, the biggest win of my life. I'm like, I could chill. I'm good with surgery.
Yeah.
Now it's like I'm coming off being pulled from a fight and dealing with this USADA. So this is a roadblock, and it's all, you know, it's like I'm getting kind of down about it, but I know to change that, it's reading books, meditating, just being mindful and dealing with it. And I'm going to deal with it fine, but I don't know. There comes that little, I don't know. It's all your mindset. It really comes down to what thoughts are you having. Are you conscious of those thoughts? Can you change them to be positive?
Yeah, exactly. And are your thoughts in control and your emotions in control, or are you in control? Are you in control of thoughts, what you're going to concentrate on, what you're going to focus on? How did you get into teaching BJJ, and how did you get your first students? It kind of just came about. Sean and I started going to Soul Fighters with Taquino, and just he was teaching us from the ground up what first day guys learn in jiu-jitsu from the ground up. So getting all that good basic techniques from him, and then he offered me a job at one of his affiliate gyms, and I took it, and that's kind of how that went.
And it's fun. Like, I get to go and learn from Tim too, and train with all the guys, and everyone it's like a small little family, just because everyone's been 5 months ish. Yeah, everyone's starting to really kind of know each other, where they work. They're, you know, it's fun. It's like a small little team. Of jiu-jitsu, and
it's a team of people that aren't professional fighters.
Yeah, they're all normal jobs, and they're all just normal dudes and girls.
Yep.
So you guys should definitely come check it out, because I know I get a lot of messages from people in Phoenix saying wanting to train and you know, hang out with Tim and I. There's your chance. Come to Gents on 83rd and Bell. Google it and come train with us. It's, you know, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
And having to teach the stuff had made me really, really, like, when Taquino teaches it or whoever teaches me it, really remember it. Just, I'm like, okay, I have to teach it, so I have to remember it. So it's really in my brain, and it helped my jiu-jitsu a ton teaching. Like,
I'm not trained right now, and obviously after surgery I'm not going to be training, but that's something I can look forward to now, because I kind of have a relationship with everyone there, and I can kind of teach and have to go through the steps in my head and just watching it, and you know.
And everyone loves learn from you too. You got to remember, those guys are seeing you on TV. They see you as higher up. So anytime you're in there teaching, all the guys love it.
I don't feel like I'm a very good coach for some reason, but doing it's helping my jiu-jitsu, like you said.
At Steven Husband 1, absolutely love the podcast. Is there any more news on the USADA saga?
Steven Husband
1.
His wife definitely made that. You ain't messaging no bitches on Instagram.
Steve, you the man, brother.
Steve, change it. Change
no,
it.
I like
Steve
it.
Single.
Steven divorced too. Just joke, Steve.
Just joke, speak, Steve. What was the question?
What is there any more information on the USADA saga?
Oh, nothing yet. Just waiting.
When's the hearing?
November 9th. That's when I have to go in, and I don't know. I just don't fucking know, and it's so stressful. I usually kind of just like, I'm like, I don't know. I'm letting my team take care of it.
That's good. What would you and Sugar say is the worst part about fighting?
Just the injuries.
Dude, the injuries.
For sure.
And we've been fighters for so long now. We're so used to being so sore. Our whole body aching, our joints aching. Like, we're so sore and beat up. And that's not too bad, because every time I'm sore and beat up, I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
And if you're not, you wishing you were.
You're like, fuck, yeah. But the injuries, definitely. Like the injuries Sean's going through, the injuries I've went through, those are a pain in the ass. Having to get those surgeries is a pain in the ass. And also cutting weight. If you cut a lot of weight, which we don't right now, but when you're on that last week, when you know you can't eat certain things, you know you can't drink this and that, once you get down to it, like the weight cuts suck and the injuries suck.
Yeah.
At Natus 300, would you rather travel the world alone or be stuck in one place with friends?
Damn, that's a good question. I guess either. Well, everything's a mindset, so you would be able to have fun either way if you know how. You know, if you can control your mind and learn how to have fun either way. But that's a good question.
I think with the friends, I'd probably stay in one place with all my friends.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just being with your people, you can have fun and like relationships and other human interactions
House,
isn't
is that
good.
His name? Louis
Yeah.
House. He posted something the other day. It said, being around good people is good for your health. It's good for your mental. Being around your friends and people that it's good for your health. So I think being alone would be.
Yeah.
I think being with people is better.
Yeah, for sure. Friends. Yeah, for sure. At Alex Krulin, how much water do you recommend to drink a day? It depends how big you are and depends what you're doing. If you're doing a lot, you should
be cleared.
Drink 1.5 gallons of water. I think almost everyone should drink 1 gallon of water. It's going to help your digestion. Like everyone asks, oh, what's your best thing you do for recovery? An old guy at the gym was asking. He's like, I should take some glutamine and I drink a lot of coffee. I'm like, how much water do you drink? He's like, oh, not much. I said the number 1 and 2 thing for recovery is hydration and sleep. Do those 2. Don't look for any pills. Don't look for any crap until you have those 2 in order. Hydration and sleep, and they'll help a lot. So most people 1 gallon. If you're big, 1.5 gallons. So there's 3 liters in 1 gallon. So at Oda Dude, best advice for getting out of a slump and starting good habits.
You just gotta start. Don't start tomorrow. Start now.
Just like the War of Art was saying, that's resistance taking over. And write it down. When you're all motivated and you're like, okay, I'm gonna change. Write that shit down. Put it on your fridge. Put it somewhere you're gonna see it, because you're gonna wake up and that motivation's gonna be gone. So look at that shit and be like, I'm gonna do that. And if I don't do that, I'm a bitch and I'm not in control. I better just go work at McDonald's or something.
Exactly.
Not that working at McDonald's is bad, but I might as well just go do something. But if you want to be in control, get up and do the shit that you know is going to be good for you. At Sam Greason, who's your dream guest for future podcast?
Crystalia. That would be fucking awesome.
That would be sweet. I didn't even think of that. I don't know. I don't really have a dream guest. Maybe we can get Putin in here.
Putin. So how's Russia?
So do you fuck a lot of chicks, Putin?
What about that dude from North Korea? Like, so you seriously don't shit?
Kim Jong-un. Yeah. You don't shit. At Otis Hine, please give your thoughts on activity management as a busy person. Yeah, most people have to work jobs. And when I think about that, I think about Mariah or even Danny. Mariah wakes up at 5:30, drives a half an hour to her parents' house, rides her horses, drives a half an hour back to work. After work, drives a ways back here. She does some yoga, studies her yoga. Then we go to jiu-jitsu. Her day's full.
Damn.
But she makes sure she could very easily sleep in, go to work, come back, sit, watch TV. But no, that her goal is to ride her horses. Her goal is to get good at jiu-jitsu. Her goal is to teach yoga. So she's making sure to incorporate all that and just master it. It's not going to be forever. Working that hard all day isn't going to be forever. It's going to pay off. And when we open a gym, she'll be able to teach yoga. And then hopefully she'll be in the NFR soon. So just depends. Depends how important is
good at that, huh?
They're hard workers and you don't hear them bitch about it much.
They both get up so early.
And what is Danny's schedule like?
She just gets up and goes to CrossFit every morning. Wakes up at 5:30, comes home. She always works at different hours.
But she works all day.
Works all day.
On her feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of shit's good.
Damn.
So activity management, just write down what you want to do and do it. And when you're feeling that resistance, how bad do you want it? Which person had the biggest influence in your life? Greetings from Belgium. You guys are awesome.
Damn, that's sweet. Probably you, honestly. Like, as far as, like, moving down here, learning how to eat healthy, learning how to be more open-minded, trying weed for the first time. Like,
yeah,
definitely you.
That's cool. For me, it was, like, Robert Follis, for sure. He kind of opened my mind up to, like, don't believe people. Do the research for yourself. The whole Jehovah's Witness story, him saying, like, no, research it for yourself. And now, like, Mariah was even telling me, anything I learn or hear or I want to know, I'm like, I have the internet. I can figure it out. I can look at a bunch of different sites. So that's what I was telling her. Some people don't know how to eat at all. They're sick. They don't know how to eat. And they don't know what to do. You have your phone. You have internet. You can look at different diets for different body types, for different this. You can find out whatever you want if you just do the research yourself. At Scotty Plaus, how many times a day do you train and do you lift weights? Depends.
I don't really lift much.
Sometimes I go into the lab and Jarrett, like yesterday, he had us do a hard squat workout, but it's not just like a squat, 5 sets reps. He's having us do heavy lifting and then do something explosive like right after. In a way, yeah, so then we build explosive muscle. That's what we need in fighting.
We do, yeah. Like I do that in camp for sure. But as far as just like lifting outside, neither of us really lift.
Yeah, I definitely need to. But when I look at it, I'm like, okay, I can lift or go to jiu-jitsu. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking go to jiu-jitsu.
100%. Yeah. So, and then when we're both healthy, we're training twice a day, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. At It's Taylor Ray. As a 15-year-old, how much time would you spend training a day? And should I just do striking or jiu-jitsu?
Both. Like, if you want to fight, do both. If you just want to pick one as a sport, I would do jiu-jitsu. But it depends on you. Like, we have no idea.
Everyone's different for sure, but you could have school at 15. You're probably in school, so yeah, pick one. Maybe you could do jiu-jitsu 3 times a week and striking 2 times a week. Or get the opposite. But if you want to fight, you definitely need a ground game. So you get your ground game first and start working on your striking. But someone like Sean learned to strike kind of first. But then he found a good gym, and now he's got good jiu-jitsu too. So, but everyone's
just train.
Yeah, just train. Whatever you like to do that, and do it a lot. And if it's 5 days a week, and like, how many times should I go? Class is 5 days a week. Well, it just depends how good you want to get.
Yeah,
if you just want to be decent, then go couple times a week. If you want to be really good, go every day. At Move Above More. Tim, are you still training with the intention of fighting? I already answered that one. Yeah, I am. I'm just healing up. I feel like I'm going to go on a good streak. Like, I'm still super young, and I treat my body really healthy. So, yeah, I plan on fighting a lot more. At Jomo25. Coach requires 6 days a week for first fight camp. Getting dinged up. Any suggestions?
You're gonna have injuries. You just gotta work around them, you know. And if you have a good coach, you that's been through a fight camp and knows you get injuries, that'll help a lot. So you gotta work around injuries. And if you absolutely shouldn't train because you're injured, don't train. Like that's a huge, like don't just tough through it if it's a real injury. You know, you gotta train smart. Not just hard. You got to train smart and hard. So you got to know your body. Yeah.
And if you have some people you can trust, it just depends the severity of your injury. If you got a bruised arm or a bruised leg, like you got to train through that. There's a lot of shit you have to train through. Like this last camp, how much shit were you having to train through?
Dude, that was the worst training camp of my life. But I was not going to pull out.
It was sweet how ready to go you were for how fucked up you were and how hard training was. You were doing 3 rounds. Like, you were ready to fight.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, so you just got to figure out how to train.
Yeah.
Fucking cocksuckers pulled me out. Dude, it still like seems like a fake part of life. Like, what?
Yeah, it's like so part weird. Of your story now.
So, yeah. So weird.
It's so crazy. That's the last question.
I thought that was a good one.
I thought that was good fan questions.
Yeah, those were some good fan. I think that November 3rd, it's going to be super fun. The Fight Companion.
So that's not this weekend. That's next weekend.
Damn.
This weekend we have a couple teammates fighting.
Oh yeah, Big
Oh,
Tom's
yeah, I
fighting.
forgot
Tommy's fighting. I'm gonna try to go.
Oh, you are?
You might have to pick me up. I'm gonna be on crutches.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Damn. Friday. That'll be in 2 days. I'll be all fucked up on pain pills in the crowd. Like, I don't know. I'd like to go, support Tom, but I'm definitely gonna try.
That's crazy. All right. Well, I think that was good. Share the episode if you guys like it. We're going to start probably getting a couple sponsors. I'm trying to decide whether we should go through Patreon, where all our fans and the people maybe pay like $1 a month, whatever you want, $2 a month, like nothing required, but if you want to help us keep going, or we're going to pick up like a couple sponsors and then we'll just do like a pre-roll, 15-second pre-roll, but we don't want to annoy you guys with those. So we're going to make sure to choose
and another thing, like if we're getting a sponsor, it's someone we want to get, like that we want to promote their stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Okay.
Like, it's someone that we support or that we want
you guys to support. But if you guys want to sponsor us, like if you have your own business or something, message us, let us know.
Yeah, to give it a shout out. But definitely wants to make it beneficial for you guys, get some discount codes, and make it shit that we use.
Right.
And we like. But that's it. Wish Sugar luck. Happy birthday. After surgery, we'll probably do the next one next Monday.
Yeah.
Next Monday.
Shout out to all the girls that send me pictures of their boobies for my birthday.
Do it for him. He's sad. He's hurt in his bed. Send him some tit pictures.
They make me feel way better.
Peace.
Peace.